Hey guys, how's it going? I have never done a video like this before, but today I'm going to do so. I am going to edit a picture today. Let's see, I'm going to pull one of my pictures from my shoot with Will. Which one's good? Which one's good? Which one's good? Which one? Alright, let's just use this picture. Normally, my edits are really like overexposed, like this. Sometimes I like it when it's like dark, like that, or sometimes if I just like it like this. That's how I normally edit my pictures. Alright guys, for real now. So, for this kind of picture, I kind of like the exposure right now, but it needs a little contrast, so I'm going to give it 40 contrast. And then I love to bring my highlights down like super low. 70 is a good area to have your highlights around. Then I used to darken my shadows a lot, but now I brighten it to about 25 to 30 depending on how dark the picture is. I bring my whites up the same. Then my blacks, I bring my blacks down like crazy. So now if you see the car, it looks blue on the blue side. So I'm going to go down to my saturation, desaturate the blues, as Kush would say. The car is back to looking like Nardo gray. That's good. That's a good thing. And then since the taillights are red, I'm going to bring the reds up. Bring the orange down, yellow down, just to get rid of that vibrant look, the warm colors, and then the greens, I bring it up just a tad bit. I don't think there is any purples around. I'm going to check for purples. No purples. Good. I'm going to go back up here, and now I'm going to adjust my temperature. See, if I bring it up to a warm temperature, the car is going to look, it's going to look really yellow. So I like to take it down to a blue, nice blue tint. Then I bring up the tint to about +8. Now the picture looks completely purple. Bring down my purples and my magentas, and then the blues even more. For sharpening, I used to have it set to like 100 and masking to like 100 as well, but like now I try to keep everything under 50. So anything under 50 is bueno. My noise reduction, I used to go 30, but now I range it around 20 to 25 because too much luminance, it's really bad for the picture. See, now the car looks a little yellow. I am going to bring down the orange tint even more. No, actually, no. I don't know, that much is good. And yellow is down. So now the picture is more towards like the grayscale. Over here is a little gray. Around the car is a lot gray. Actually, in this area in particular is a lot gray than this area. I'm going to take my gradient tool. This is the gradient tool. Great for bumping up the lighting, either the top picture or the bottom picture. For here, I'm going to bring my exposure up and my shadows up. So you can see now that the back side of the car is much more brighter than before. Clarity, this looks nice, but it's just way too clear. And usually with clarity, it bumps down the exposure, so I don't like that. Having clarity around 46 is good. And then vibrance, I can give it a little bit of vibrance up to 14. Yeah, 14 is good. Bring this up a little bit, just so it's not too blue, not too gray. Okay, so my shadows, I am going to give it a green tint. That way it blends in with the purple. Go back to my reds. I can change the color. I can make it very orange, which is, it looks ugly. So I'm going to bring my hues down to about -10. My greens, I don't want it to have like a warm color, so I'm going to bring it over to a +24. Should be good. The tone curve. Sometimes I use a tone curve, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the picture. But like, let's see what it looks like with a tone curve. Here's what the picture looks like, and I'm going to go use the tone curve. This bottom piece right here adds the fade. And then right up here is when like I want to bring it down for extra contrast. And then over here around this area, I bring it up for exposure. Perfect. But like with this now, the back end of the car still looks a lot darker than without the tone curve. So here's what it looks like with tone curve. Here's one without it. So this picture looks pretty good with the tone curve, so I'm going to keep it. But we're going to make the bottom edge of the picture a lot brighter. So we're going to bump up the exposure just a tad bit. Not too much, because we don't want to make the picture look unnatural. With the tone curve, the picture already looks unnatural. Bring my shadows up. Not too much, because you're going to get a lot of pixels. So about 32 should be good. And then you can zoom in to see, to make sure that there aren't any areas that are really overpixelated, which is good. So this is good. Now I'm gonna bring my gradient tool on the top half and just bump up the exposure a tiny bit, so the car looks blended in with the picture. Perfect. Also, when you're editing pictures, if you don't have a good enough lens that removes chromatic aberration and enables profile corrections, you can do that yourself in the lens correction area. You can do it manually or a set profile, and then adjust the distortion and vignetting. I don't like vignetting, so I keep it normal. That's it. And then lastly, the exposure, I'll bring it up just a notch. There we go. That's perfect. I'm going to sharpen the car up too. This is your brush tool. Great for just selecting parts of an image to bump up exposure, clarity, saturation, haze, whites, blacks, etc. And if you press the O key on your keyboard, you're able to see what you're highlighting. So right now I'm highlighting the car. Lightly highlighting because I don't want to highlight outside of the car, otherwise it's going to look really uneven. It should be good. I don't care for the mirrors. They're okay. Sharpness, bring it up. Clarity, I'll leave clarity alone. Highlights, that looks good too, so I'm going to bump up the highlights on the car. And that's good. So, oh, one more thing. Cropping tool. For Instagram, I know for vertical pictures like this, they will automatically crop it for you, and then you actually lose the quality of the picture. So what you can do is that you can enter a custom aspect ratio at 5:4. That is the Instagram ratio. That way when you post your picture, you will not lose any image quality at all. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this basic tutorial video on how to edit your pictures like I do on my Instagram. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a thumbs up. If it didn't, please comment down below on a tool that you're confused on how to use, and I'll make a video on that. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Stay gold. Oh, before I go, here is what the car looks like before. Here's after. Before, after. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Stay golden.